Welcome to the first event of the season, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Slowpoke Witherspoon. This is my co-host, EV Quickboy. Say hey to everyone.
Hey everybody.
Very nice.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to the first race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kitchen sprint. It's a 12-foot race across the kitchen. Is that a silly face?
Yeah.
That is silly. The kitchen sprint is a 12-foot race right behind you, actually, across our kitchen counter here in Nevada, Iowa.
Let's see about it.
That's right.
Let's see the ball.
We've got quite the bracket for you here today, ladies and gentlemen. We will have 4 different initial heats. In each heat, the top 2 cars move on, the bottom 2 are eliminated. Let's go ahead and meet our racers. For race 1 in the top left-hand corner, we have Pink Breeze, Blue Baron, Forest, and Bad Boy. This should be a very interesting race in my opinion. Should be really interesting to see how Bad Boy can fare. He is definitely an outlier when it comes to these cars. He is unique, one of a kind. Let's see how he can do. Heat number 2 in the bottom left has Taxi, Humble Bug, Yellow Zebra, and Dark Tomorrow. Again, very interesting race right here. We've got 2 of the yellow cars, both of the yellow cars in the series, and we also have Humble Bug, the only family coupe in the bracket. Heat number 3 in the top right, we have Purple Lightning, White Spike, Red Slick, and Purple Bandit. My opinion here, but this is likely going to be the most competitive initial heat. Really curious to see how this one shakes out. And last but not least, in the bottom right, heat number 4, we have Quiet White, American Dream, Little Brother, and Leaf. There are a number of things we could say in this heat, but the storyline that is most intriguing to me is Quiet White and Little Brother are in fact brothers if you didn't know, so really curious to see this first race with Little Brother on the bracket, how he can do against Big Brother Quiet White. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we are excited, they're excited, you're excited. Let's go ahead and go down to the track. We're getting the okay from upstairs, so it sounds like we are ready for heat number 1. And they're off, here they go! What a race! My goodness, what a start to this season. The crowd is excited, I'm excited. That was an incredible start by Bad Boy, but he just could not hold on. Pink Breeze ran a solid race all the way through, but it ends up being Blue Baron that is going to take the number 1 spot in this race, followed by Pink Breeze, Bad Boy about a car behind that, and then Forest falling behind in this race. But what a comeback by Blue Baron. He did not have that great a start. He was in 3rd for quite a while, and it was just there at the end. He snuck all the way up to 1st and ended up winning by an entire car length. That is incredible. Here we go, and we are set for heat number 2. And they're off. Whoa, my goodness, that was such a race, so unexpected. That is incredible, folks. Humble Bug took the victory on this run, heat number 2. But Dark Tomorrow looks like he got caught up on the middle of the track there. Might have even slowed down Yellow Zebra a little bit. But those 2 were far enough behind. Number 1 and number 2, very obvious in this race. We have Humble Bug as number 1 and Taxi as number 2. That means Yellow Zebra and Dark Tomorrow will be eliminated. Here we go for heat number 3. This is one of the ones I am most looking forward to, most excited about. Well, let's go ahead and start the race. And there, oh my goodness, it looks like there will be a reset. We had a car off track at the beginning, so we'll reset that. Looks like it was Purple Bandit. But if you are curious, it looks like Purple Midnight was well ahead of the pack on that one. Here we are after the reset, going ahead and starting heat number 3 again. And they're off. Oh my goodness, what was that there? Oh, it looks like something happened to Purple Lightning. Was looking so good again right off the bat, and then just going too fast down that hill, jumped right onto the track, slowed him down. He will get last place, did not even finish, unfortunately. And it looks like Purple Bandit and Red Slick will move on. Last place by a decent bit is going to be White Spike behind them. So unfortunate run for Purple Lightning. Was looking so good going through there. All right, folks, getting ready for the last heat of this very first round. Excited to see what happens in this one. Let's go ahead and get started. And they're off. Oh, it looks like the brothers may have won. That would be a crazy race if that's what happened. That looked really, really close. They're just neck and neck to that hill, and that is when Quiet White just took off and could not be caught. So Quiet White in first, and it looks like the photo finish just barely by a quarter of a car. It is going to be American Dream over Little Brother. Unfortunate for Little Brother this race. And Leaf, he was even in the race for a long time. He jumped off the track, slowed him down, did not finish. So we're going to have Quiet White and American Dream moving on. Little Brother by just an inch, and Leaf will not make it into the next round. Here we go, and they're off, it looks like. Oh my goodness. Again, super close race, all 4 cars. It did look like maybe it was Quiet White and Blue Baron. So let's take a look in slow motion, see what everything ended up looking like. Wow, that is crazy. Quiet White was up ahead and even jumped off the track and then back on. Crazy. But the 2 moving on are going to be Quiet White and Blue Baron. All 4 cars right there neck and neck. Right behind those 2 is Humblebug by half a car, and then half a car behind that is Red Slick. Heat number 6, here we go. And they're off, it looks like. Wow, that is too close to call. Let's go to the slow motion. Looks like just by a touch. It looks like American Dream in first place, Taxi in second, followed by Purple Bandit just an inch behind them, and Pink Breeze not far behind either. So these second round races really have been incredible so far. It looks like Pink Breeze was doing incredible. He may have jumped. Yes, he did. He jumped onto the side for just a touch there. Slowed him down enough to get last. So really good chance he could have been in those top 2 if he didn't have that slowdown. But you never know what's going to happen. You never know what lane you're going to get. It does seem like lane 2 has been the lane that is causing some issues, but I think that's happened to every lane so far. So moving on into the finale is going to be American Dream and Taxi, and eliminated this round Purple Bandit and Pink Breeze. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our final. In lane 1, we have Blue Baron. Lane 2, Taxi. Lane 3, American Dream. And lane 4, we have Quiet White. Very excited to see this one. We've had some races already with some of these competitors with each other, and they have been very, very close. So let's see what we've got in this finale. And they're off, looks like. Oh, it looks like Blue Baron took the victory. Let's go to the slow-mo and see what happened there. Everyone off to a decent start. Taxi a little bit behind right off the beginning. And then Blue Baron, all the other 3 were so close to each other. Blue Baron just pulling ahead right there at the end. Very, very close race by about a car, half a car in front of Quiet White, and half a car in front of American Dream after that. So those are going to be our final standings. Blue Baron, Quiet White, American Dream, and Taxi. What an incredible race. What an incredible first round of races for this first event. Absolutely amazing. Now let's take it on over to the winner spin. This is Blue Baron getting his winner spin in the kitchen for winning the race.